The shelter just contacted me with a very sad story. Apparently, a bonded pair were turned in at the same time by their owner. And when the shelter asked the owner why they're giving the dogs up, the owner simply replies, "I don't have time for them." If somebody wants to adopt these two separately, the shelter can't stop them. And I don't want to see that happen, especially to two dogs that just lost their family and all they have right now is each other. So I'm gonna get down there and save them both.
Hi, there you are. There you are. Hi. 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 Who would drop you two off at the shelter, huh? All right. Let me in there. And give me some room. There we go.
Julie, a 6-year-old Maltese mix, is very outgoing and quickly greets Brandon.
Okay. How many lap dogs do we have in the house?
How about you? I haven't seen much out of you yet.
Mo, a 6-year-old terrier mix, is a little shy, but he soon demonstrates his qualifications as a lap dog.
No dog can resist the ear scratch. I'll tell you what. Let's get you two out of here.
Since Julie's fur is matted and in desperate need of some TLC, Brandon brings her to the groomer.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for meeting me. So I just picked this little one up. As you can see, she's a mess. Look at her back end.
Oh, terribly matted.
If you go right by her tail, it's even worse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the poor thing.
While Julie enjoys her deluxe spa treatment, Brandon takes Mo to the veterinarian to investigate a potential skin infection identified at the shelter.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Brandon, is that Mo?
This is little Mo. He's got an appointment with Dr. Nardi.
Awesome. She'll meet you in room 2.
Thank you.
Hi.
Dr. Nardi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
Who's this?
This is little Mo. I just got him.
Hi. Oh, he's so adorable.
Yeah. So at the shelter, they noticed that he has some sort of skin condition going on. They went ahead and ran some tests. They ruled out mange, but they recommended a further vet visit to see if we can get to the bottom of it.
Sounds good. We'll take a look.
Dr. Nardi begins her exam by checking Mo's eyes.
Good job. Eyes are nice and clear. Pupils respond to light. You can see all the vessels in your eyes.
Then she checks his ears.
Beautiful. Also beautiful. Good. Ears are clean.
Okay.
Eardrums are intact. No infection. How are your teeth? Yeah. So far, so good. Now let's feel your belly. He's a very good patient.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
He's starting to shake less.
Yeah. Good. His belly feels good. Soft. Not painful.
Yeah.
Nothing feels out of place or abnormal.
Dr. Nardi also listens to his heart and lungs.
Good. Heart and lungs sound great.
Then she examines his skin and coat, identifying an area of concern on his back leg.
It does look like a skin infection.
Okay.
So most likely he's going to be getting an antibiotic injection. And because it looks like he's chewing, I'm going to put him on a very low dose of a steroid.
Okay.
Let me take him to the back. I'll do my skin impression, confirm that it's bacteria. All right, we're back.
How'd he do?
He did great. I went ahead and did the impression smears, and he does have a bacterial skin infection.
Okay.
So he went ahead and got his antibiotic, his first dose of the steroid, and then the other thing I want to start him on is a supplement called Welactin. It's a fish oil supplement that's very rich in omega-3 fatty acids.
Okay.
It helps maintain healthy coat and skin. He's gonna get half a scoop every day, okay? Did you have any other question?
Is the skin condition contagious?
It is not contagious,
Good.
no.
Okay. Is he safe to start training?
He's extremely healthy, and there should be no issue with doing training now.
Okay, perfect. We'll talk soon. Thanks, Dr.
Sounds
Nardi.
good. You're welcome. Nice to see you.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Meanwhile, Julie has enjoyed her time being pampered. And she's ready to show off her new hairdo.
All right, where is she? That's a major improvement.
Yes.
What a difference, huh?
Hi. Do you recognize her? Do you recognize who she is? Hi. Yeah, well, you feel much better, don't you? You smell better, too.
You're cute, too.
To initiate Julie and Mo as lucky dogs in training, Brandon presents them with their official uniforms.
There you go. All right. Beautiful, both of you. Come on.
Next on the agenda is a tour of the ranch
Come on.
and an introduction to the rest of the pack.
All right. We got one. We got two. Be nice. Go easy on him. All right, guys, go on. Go play.
Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch.
Feeling right at home, Julie and Mo let their personalities shine. While Mo is more laid back, Julie likes to jump in and play. Brandon begins his search to find a home for them, and one woman in Chatsworth, California stands out. Dina is a retired medical historian who has always had dogs in her life. She's currently looking to fill the void left by her previous 2 dogs, Artemis and Marcus.
Having 2 dogs is better for the dogs. Truthfully, they have somebody to be with if I'm not around.
But 2 years ago, a devastating fire burned down Dina's townhouse. And construction delays have left her without furry friends by her side for significantly longer than planned.
I'm ready whenever I can get my dogs. I'm very happy to get a dog.
She stays very busy with social organizations and volunteer work and would love her new dogs to join her.
My Red Hat group would love to have them with us. I want to be able to take them to the Jewish Home for the Aging so that the elderly can play with the dog and have a good time with them.
All right, come here, guys.
Before Brandon can determine if Dina is the right adopter for Julie and Mo, he'll have to do an assessment.
Today I'll be doing an assessment of Mo and Julie to see their knowledge of the 7 common commands. Sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no. The first thing I asked them both to do was sit. Who knows how to sit? And surprisingly, Julie sits for me perfectly, and Mo sits there with a very confused look on his face.
Do you know how to sit? Do you know how to sit? That is not a sit, that's a stretch.
From there, I asked them to lie down.
Give me a down. Who knows a lie down?
And they both gave me a confused look.
No.
The only command that these 2 seem to grasp at all is the heel command.
It's no surprise these 2 have basically no training whatsoever. So obviously I have a long road ahead of me with not 1, but 2 dogs here.
All right, I got my work cut out for me, hands full. Let's go. Come on.
Brandon has been searching for an adopter that will take the 2 dogs together. When Dina reached out to him with her interest, Brandon set up a meeting to see if she would be a good match.
Hi, Brandon.
Hi, how are you? So we sat down and got right to it. And the first thing she tells me is she has had a lot of dogs.
I've had about 8 since 1970.
When you initially contacted me, you mentioned that you didn't want just one, you wanted 2 dogs. Why?
I've always had 2 dogs. And I found it much more enjoyable for the dog to have somebody to be with if I left them at home.
So when's the last time you've had a dog?
A couple of years.
So why suddenly do you want one now?
Well, my house was on fire, and I had to wait until my house got put back together, and where I was living, I couldn't have a dog, and I discovered for my own self that I was very lonely not having one.
So describe to me your picture-perfect dog you see yourself with now.
The dogs that I'm looking for now are little and cuddly and want to sleep with me and be with me.
Yeah.
She tells me she's part of what's called the Red Hat Society. And this is where large groups of women get together and socialize.
We go to different museums, or we go to a movie, or we go shopping. Shopping's very big in our group.
You'd love to take your new potential dog on these adventures with you.
Oh, absolutely.
She also visits the Jewish Home for the Aging, and she would love to take her dogs there as sort of therapy dogs.
I just know that the little old ladies and the gentlemen would love to have a dog be sitting on their lap.
I noticed when I walked in the front door that you had Kane sitting right there. Do you walk with the cane?
I do.
And that's when she threw a slight curveball at me, that she needs the dogs to walk on the right side.
The cane is on my left because I have a bad knee and hip on my right.
It's actually easier said than done because Julie and Mo already walk on the left side, and this is all they know. This is like turning a left-handed person right.
So the couple that I rescued, they're not blood brother and sister, but they are a bonded pair. One is very outgoing and one's very soft and shy. So I'm just getting to know them right now.
I've noticed that Brandon follows through on his promises, and if he says that he thinks he has a dog for me, or more than one actually, then I think that I'll be getting a dog sometime soon, I hope.
So now I know Dina a little better and I have a game plan. It's time to get back to the ranch and get to work.
Give me a heel.
Since their potential adopter walks with a cane on her left side, Brandon trains them to heel on the right side.
Perfect, nice and slow, perfect, perfect.
So to teach them this, I'll have to do them one at a time before I join them together.
And then we heel. Keep it moving, keep it going.
So now Mo and Julie have been trained to the heel command separately. It's time to connect them with a special leash known as the tandem leash.
Give me the heel.
I noticed right away that Mo liked to be in front and Julie liked to lag a little bit behind. This is fine as long as they're not pulling.
And we heel.
By the end, they had it down.
Throughout training, Brandon gives Mo his supplements. He also gives the dog his prescribed steroids and regular baths using a medicated shampoo. In no time at all, improvements are seen in Mo's form and his appearance.
You look beautiful.
When I did a home visit with Dina, I found out that she not only walks with a cane, but also a walker sometimes. She's also often around people in wheelchairs. So obviously, Julie and Mo will have to be acclimated to all these things.
What is it? It moves. It makes a sound. It might even fall. Oops, good.
And once I see they're fine with the cane, we move on to the walker.
Watch your little tootsies. There you go, there you go.
I want to make sure that they're moving out of the way of the walker.
And we're walking.
Now that Julie and Mo understand how the walker moves, Brandon hooks them up to the tandem leash to walk beside it.
There you go, Julie. Good girl.
So round and round we walked around the barn, and at the end of the session, they had it down.
All right, guys, watch this.
Since Dina wants her dogs to join her when she visits senior homes and hospitals, Brandon acclimates the duo to wheelchairs.
I want to make sure they're moving out of the way. If that wheel runs over one of their paws, it's not only going to hurt, but it could potentially send them right to the vet.
It turns. Good. You're naturals, I like it. There you go, there you go. Back it up, back it up, back it up. There you go.
Now that Julie and Mo understand basic safety around wheelchairs, walkers, and canes, Brandon brings them to a senior assisted living home for real-world experience.
The main thing they're learning here is that time and again, there's going to be people coming at them, whether it's a walker, cane, or a wheelchair, and they have to move out of the way. Safety always comes first, and what I'm seeing out of them right now, I think they've learned that lesson.
Lead the way. Lead the way.
Brandon has one last task to sew up before Julie and Mo go to their new home. They'll need the right attire to attend Dina's Red Hat Society events.
What do you think? Your color? Your size?
After a few more stitches, these party animals are ready to try on their costumes. And they're a perfect fit. Julie looks beautiful, and Mo is quite dashing.
And beautiful.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna turn some serious heads there. All right, come on. Today's a really big day for Julie and Mo. It's the day they get to meet their new forever family. Dina was having one of her red hat parties, and she had no idea that I was about to come crash the party.
Are we late for the party?
She was surprised enough to see me, but then she takes a look down and she sees the two newest members to the Red Hat Society.
There was Brandon with 2 dogs,
Come say hi.
dressed up in red hats. Whoa, my heart almost stopped.
Hi, Mo. Say hi.
He's the softie. She's the party animal.
Oh, let me
Oh, yeah.
tell ya.
He got me the perfect dogs, and as the days pass, I think I'm gonna like him even more than I like him now.
Give me a kiss. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I let them finish having their moment, and then we all got up and hit the party.
I'd like to introduce you to our newest Red Hat.
These guys love to party.
When we walked in, the women inside were just as excited as Dina to see the new dogs.
Boy, I'll tell you, those women were hysterical.
Who wants to hold them?
Julie and Mo are welcomed into the group with open arms.
Mo and Julie were having a grand time going from one to the other and getting love from everybody.
These dogs got more love in about 15 minutes than I've ever seen in my life. So after about an hour, I figured I'd seen enough. It was time to go outside and make it official. So what do you think? Life of the party?
I think that all the women just love them to pieces.
So be honest, how many outfits do you think these dogs are gonna have over the course of their life?
Oh my goodness, I know I probably have 5 or 6 for each of them already.
Well, there is one more outfit.
Julie and Mo have earned their green graduation collars.
I know about these. See? Yes, what do you think? Look at that.
And that was the point I had to say my goodbyes. You be good.
I know they're going to enjoy being here because I'm going to enjoy being with them.
So long, guys.
Say bye, Brandon. Bye, Brandon. Thank you.
I just got word from the shelter that they have a 10-month-old silver lab that was turned in by its owner. Apparently, the owner didn't give much information when they turned it in, so the shelter got to know this dog all on their own, and they said that she's a very sweet dog. She seems to get along with other dogs, get along with all people, but sometimes shelters are so packed that there's not enough people to adopt dogs, so this dog is potentially now on her final hours.
Awaiting Brandon at the shelter is a 10-month-old beauty named Belle.
There you are. Hi, 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 hi. Oh, you are pretty. You are pretty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Is that your way of saying hello?
Having contracted kennel cough shortly after her arrival, Belle has been kept separate from the general dog population, leaving her starved for affection and eager to make new friends.
All right, are you a lap dog? Yes, you are. Thank you.
Thank you. You're a heavy lap dog. What's that? You do? You want to get out of here? I can make that happen.
All right, let's get out of here. Come on. Freedom!
In the parking lot,
Come on, come on.
Belle shows her first sign of first-day jitters
Come on, in you go.
and needs an extra boost getting into the truck. From there, it's straight to the vet for a physical exam to ensure that she has fully recovered from her bout of kennel cough.
Hi, Brandon. How are you?
Hey, Callie, how are you?
Good.
This is Belle. She's here to see Dr. Garcia.
Sweetie, we got you in room 1 today.
Thank you.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Hey, Dr. Garcia, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing well. This is Belle. I just got her from the shelter. Don't know much about her yet, but what I do know is they said that she did have kennel cough. I'm not sure if she's over it yet, so I just wanted to get her into you so you can give her a once-over.
Yeah, we'll have a look at her and check how everything goes. All right? Yeah, let's have a look at her ears here. We're just looking to make sure there's no infection in these ears and the eardrum looks okay, and that looks pretty good.
Dr. Garcia continues his exam, checking Belle's eyes, mouth, joints, heart, and lungs.
When we're listening to the lungs, we want to make sure that there isn't any wheezes, crackles. We'll listen to her windpipe here, and I'm gonna do a little test here to see if there's sensitivity. Oh, there's a little sensitivity there. There's a slight wheeze when I listen to her, and there's slight sensitivity there, so it looks like there's a little kennel cough still remaining there. I'm gonna prescribe an antibiotic and an anti-inflammatory that would help for her to recover. In the meantime, don't exert her. I would say avoid anything that exerts her exercise-wise that can increase her respiratory rate since she's recovering from that.
Okay.
And then 7 to 10 days after she finishes the course, as long as her symptoms have disappeared, then she can return slowly back to normal training. And since Belle has been living under stressful conditions at the shelter and her immune system may be compromised, I'm gonna recommend an immune system support supplement, and it's called Imiquin. You're gonna sprinkle the contents of one of these packets in her food once a day to help support her immune system. All right, Brandon, so little Belle, beyond the kennel cough, has a clean bill of health.
She is good to start training.
She's good to go.
Perfect. Thanks, Dr. Garcia.
You're welcome. Take care.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch,
Come here. Come here. All right.
Belle officially becomes part of the lucky dog family with a red training collar. But meeting the pack will have to wait until she's 100% healthy. While Belle rests up, Brandon uses the downtime to seek out potential families interested in adopting an active puppy. His search leads him to Bob and Stacy, a retired couple looking for a ray of sunshine to join their household.
My name is Stacy. I've been married to Bob for almost 17 years. We've been together 20. We live in Huntington Beach, and we love it.
We love going bike riding. We bike ride down to downtown Huntington Beach to have dinner, or we ride up and down the beach.
Their relaxing lifestyle is a stark contrast to the last few years, which brought the loss of Stacy's mother and father, as well as the couple's beloved German short-haired pointer, Chipper.
It was pretty tough. I had just come back after losing my mom. It was too hard to try to look for another dog at that point. I was too sad.
He had the best disposition, real mellow. So we're looking for another dog similar to him because he was such a great dog.
Belle continues to adjust to life at the ranch. And even though her training is delayed until she's fully healed, Brandon decides to get a jump on her assessment.
Today I'll be doing Belle's assessment of her knowledge of the 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no. As always, the first thing I asked her to do was sit.
Do you know how to sit?
And she sits on my foot.
Okay, you sit on my feet. Good, I'll take it. Maybe we'll just fix that in the future, though.
From there, I asked her to lie down.
Do you know how to lie down?
And while she's still sitting on my foot, she gives me a lie down.
You get a second one for that one. Good job.
From there, I asked her to stay.
Can you stay? Is that a stay? Oh my goody gosh, good girl.
And that's when everything started unraveling. She had no idea what the no command was.
Yeah, you don't know it.
She was a complete disaster on the leash.
That's not a heel, you're spinning around and you're pulling, okay.
She had no idea what come meant.
Hello? No? All right.
And to top it all off, she is a jumper. So I'm gonna have my hands full with this dog because she is a big, high-energy lab.
You just want to party, huh?
While Belle continues her recovery, Brandon hits the road for Huntington Beach to meet with potential adopters Bob and Stacy.
We sat down and started talking, and they tell me that over the last 5 years, there were a string of losses in their family.
In that same period, you lost your dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We lost the dog. It was a German short-hair pointer.
Yeah.
Just got along with everybody. Dogs, kids, people. He was great. We have a little kid carrier cart that we hooked on the bikes. We'd take him to the beach, and he absolutely loved that.
So it's been 5 years since your last dog?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It is. It's taken us that long to be able to be okay with getting another dog. It was really hard after we lost him. So now we're finally ready to add a dog to our family.
So it's time for a dog. New chapter.
New chapter, new start.
So what kind of dog are you looking for now?
So we're looking probably for a medium to large-sized dog, something that loves going to the beach, of course, because that's what we love to do.
And since we live so close to the beach, we also enjoy paddle boarding. We do a lot of road trips and go camping. We love to bike ride, obviously.
What do you guys think of labs? You like them?
Love them.
I rescued a lab recently. She's what's called a silver lab. From what I can see right now, she's very sweet. Obviously, I'm just in the dawn of her training, which means I have a lot of testing to do. Right now, she seems like she's everything you want, but I can't give you an answer as of yet.
Okay.
So now I know them a little better, I have a game plan. So it's time to get back to the ranch and execute it.
After a week of antibiotics, 10-month-old Belle has kicked her kennel cough and is cleared for training. Even better, she finally gets to meet the rest of the lucky dog pack. After a short play session, Brandon kicks off her common command training with the no command.
When I assessed Belle, I noticed that she didn't have much training, but specifically the no command, she had no clue what I meant.
Since Labradors are strong dogs known for throwing their weight around, Brandon first establishes control by hooking Belle up to a double leash lock-off.
And this is where she has a harness on with one leash anchored off behind her, and the other leash is connected to her martingale collar. From there, all I have to do is simply drop a treat about 6 inches away from her snout.
See that?
And naturally, she wants to use that big, powerful lab body to lunge for it. But now I have the upper hand. All I have to do is pull her away from it.
Just relax and you get it.
So time and again, she tries to go for it, and every time she fails, until eventually she tries a new tactic, which is sit there and do nothing.
Is that your way of saying, okay, I don't want it?
The moment she does, she magically gets the treat.
Okay, good.
Brandon tries again, but Belle quickly reverts back to her old habits.
No.
If there's one thing we can all agree on, it's Labradors are very hard-headed dogs.
Nope.
Telling them no sometimes does not work the first time.
Though it takes plenty of repetition, Belle finally catches on.
No.
Till eventually I can drop the treat right in front of her with no leash at all.
Good choice. Oh,
okay. She now has the basic fundamentals of the no command.
Over the next few days, Brandon continues Belle's obedience training and begins exposing her to real-life scenarios.
When I met with Bob and Stacy, they told me that they like to take road trips. So today I'll be taking Belle on a road trip to see how she does.
But before Belle even gets in the car, she hits the brakes.
And I remember when I first picked her up at the shelter, she did the exact same thing. I figured at the shelter that she was just scared and she was nervous. But now I'm really thinking that she's never had experience jumping in and out of a car before.
Since the distance between the ground and the car can be intimidating for inexperienced dogs like Belle, Brandon helps bridge the distance with a cinder block.
Come here. Don't be afraid. Use a step. Use a step.
All I'm gonna do is pick her up and put her on the step and halfway in the vehicle. Now she has to make a choice.
What do? Do you go in or you go out? This might change your mind. Go get it. There you go. Good. Is that so hard?
So I repeat this process over and over until eventually I could take the cinder block away. Now she has the confidence to jump in the vehicle by herself.
From there, it's time to hit the road to see how Belle responds to a long car ride.
We drove for a good 2.5 to 3 hours. Every once in a while, I'd look back in the rearview mirror to keep an eye on her, but all she did was sat there and be quiet the entire time. A few hours later, she looked tired, and I was almost out of gas, and I was pretty convinced that she was okay with car travel. When I did the home visit of Bob and Stacy, I found out they live a few miles away from the beach. With their old dog, they used to use a bike trailer, and they expressed a lot of interest in having Belle carry on that tradition.
Brandon starts by casually introducing her to the carrier.
From here, all I do is simply toss a treat a few inches in.
Go get it. There you go. And same thing. Go get it. There you go. Good.
Until eventually, she has no problem going inside.
Give me a sit. There you go. There you go.
Now she feels more comfortable with it. I simply zip the front part up. And now this only exposes a small little top area where she can stick her head out.
There you go. Good. And then from here, I just put your little tail in. There.
Next, Brandon incorporates movement.
Oh, what's happening? Good. Good. Nice.
I move it a little more each time.
All right, here we go. All aboard.
Until eventually, I start moving it slowly around the barn.
There you go. Good, 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 Belle.
With the fundamentals down, it's time to hit the streets for a real ride.
The moment we started riding, it was as if nothing changed from the barn. And the best part about it all is she's wagging her tail, which means she's having fun.
Seeing how much Belle enjoys the great outdoors gives Brandon another idea.
When I did the home visit with Bob and Stacy, I found out that they love to go paddleboarding.
Teaching Belle to ride on a paddleboard will not only surprise Bob and Stacy, but it'll also give them a great way to bond with their new dog.
All the way on. All the way on.
The first step in the process is basic introduction. So all I do is I put a treat on top of the board.
And all the way on.
I do this over and over until eventually she starts walking on the board.
Look at that. Look at that.
Now, once she's comfortable doing this, I simply put half of the board in the water.
There you go. Good.
From there, her confidence level was to the point where I felt that I could put the entire board in the water. Now she has to learn to balance.
Oh my goody gosh, you are balancing on a board on the water. Good. Just find your legs. It's a little wobbly, I know. Get used to it.
She's learning how to use her leverage, her balance, her muscles.
A little bit of wobble, little bit of wobble. Good, 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 good. Perfect.
Belle did very well today, but there's a big difference between doing this in a pool and doing this in an actual lake environment. So we push off, and for the first 5 minutes, I'm making sure that she's stable. Once I see that she's stable and I've got enough speed going, I go ahead and I stand up. Now this right here is always the tricky part. If she starts wobbling, we'll both start wobbling, and eventually someone's going down when that happens.
But Belle takes it all in stride.
She held her ground and the board stayed steady as I stood up.
From there, it's smooth sailing. And after a few laps, Brandon is convinced that Belle is ready for her new life. The next morning, she and Brandon set out on their final adventure to meet her forever family.
Beautiful day out. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Hey!
Go say hi. Go say hi. There you go.
Oh my gosh. I was so excited to see Belle. She's everything I wanted and more. She's got this shiny silvery coat and a big old smile when she's looking at you. Oh my gosh.
She's just a beautiful dog. She's kind of young and she's rambunctious, which is going to be good.
Thank you so much. It's taken me a long time to be okay to get a dog. It really has. Once you lose something that you love so much, and it's hard to replace. So I'm so thankful.
Are these your boards right here?
Yes.
Want to go for a paddle?
She rides on the board,
Of course
too?
she does.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't let you down. Come on, let's go.
Come on, Belle.
I couldn't believe that she actually jumped on that board. We just paddleboard around a little bit. She loved it.
So we get out in the water, and all I'm doing is watching Belle the whole time to make sure that she's secure with her new paddleboarding buddy. Belle seemed very comfortable right from the get-go. And after about 45 minutes, I was pretty convinced that a new family had been made.
So what do you guys think?
We love her.
Think you can take it from here?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
I'll tell you what, she can keep the life vest on, but put this on too.
You can do that. Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Look, Belle.
Look, Belle, you graduated.
But with every green collar comes a goodbye.
So long, Belle. Take care.
Sometimes the sea of life gets choppy. But this new family can rest easy, knowing they'll be charting a new course together.
I'm so blessed that Brandon was able to find us a dog that fits our lifestyle. So now the broken heart that I had is finally going to be filled again with Belle.
From hopeless to a home. That's my mission. One dog at a time.